Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name is Landon, and here we play Jank. Today I'm going to be talking about the Unown Jank that I've been playing for quite a while. I've really fallen in love with Unown V-STAR. I think it is a phenomenal card, and really, it just is a lot of fun. It's not that powerful. It's not some game-breaking card. It's just a lot of fun. So let's start off with Unown V-STAR because that is the centerpiece of the deck. And yes, I know I only played 2 copies of it, so that's a little weird to be the centerpiece, but that's all you need, really. So we have Unown V-STAR here, 250 HP, single psychic energy, tri-power. Flip 3 coins, this attack does 70 damage for each heads. You're maxing out at 210 if you flip all 3 heads, and you could hit 0 heads. So it is flippy, but you're flipping 3 coins. Most likely you're doing between 70 and 140. You know, those 2 numbers exactly. And then we also have the V-STAR power for 3 colorless energy. Until this Pokemon leaves play, it gains an ability that has the effect the weakness of each of your opponent's Pokemon in play is now Psychic. So basically making all of your opponent's Pokemon Psychic weak Pokemon, so you can hit 4 weakness on everything, so that those coin flips, the tri-power, I mean, we're talking about if you hit all 3 heads, you're actually doing 420, which nothing can really survive that. If you only hit 2 heads, you're looking at 280, which knocks out most things, and if you only hit 1 head, you're doing 140. So it does increase the amount of power pretty quickly. But how do we get the energy on Unown V-STAR in order to use that V-STAR power in order to start hitting big? And the answer is Cresselia. Cresselia is a fantastic Pokemon that, with 120 HP for a single Psychic Energy, you can search your deck for a Psychic Energy card and attach it to one of your Pokemon. If you go second, and it's your first turn, this is how we do it. Instead, search up to 3 Psychic Energy and attach them to one of your Pokemon. That Pokemon going to be Unown V, most likely. And we also have a backup attacker in Cresselia with the double Psychic Energy there. Photon Laser, 30 damage. If you have at least 5 energy in play, this attack does 90 more damage. So if you go second, you get Crescent Glow off, you put 3 energy on Unown V, and then your next turn you attach 1 to Cresselia, and it's doing 120, which is pretty powerful. You throw on a Choice Band, and they are now doing 150, which is not bad in my opinion. So let's jump over to Unown V. We're talking about that quite a bit. Unown V is a basic V Pokemon, 180 HP, which is a little low, but not bad. For a single energy, we have Shady Stamp. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused, and it's 30 damage. So this is really more of a stall tactic than anything. Unown V also has a 3 energy attack, Victory Symbol. If you use this attack when you only have 1 prize card remaining, you win the game. So, in essence, if you only have 1 prize, and you have 3 energy on an Unown V, you just gotta get into the active, use that attack, and you win. You don't have to worry about trying to knock out your opponent's Pokemon or anything like that. You just win. I actually love that attack the most, I think. Victory Symbol, it has come in clutch way too often. And originally when I built this deck, I built it with the Memory Crystal. Is it Memory Crystal? I forget exactly what it's called. I'll look it up once we get to trainers. But I had that in there to use Victory Symbol when needed. But I found a better tool for the flippy attack. So I went with that. I'm still debating putting one of those Memory Capsule, I think that's what it's called, Memory Capsules, back into the deck in order to use this on an Unown V-STAR who's got a little bit more bulk, but, you know, at the same time, getting 3 energy on a Pokemon is not the easiest. Even with Cresselia, that 3 energy Pokemon most likely not going to survive too long. It's going to be targeted down pretty quick. We also play 2 copies of Galarian Articuno, and this is to get more energy out on the field. Problem with Cresselia needing all that energy on the field is if a Pokemon gets knocked out, there's less energy on the field. It's really hard to keep Cresselia powered up doing 120. So we have Galarian Articuno. We also have Galarian Articuno for the awesome Psy Laser attack. Discard all psychic energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 120 to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So 120 to the bench is not bad. You can take out some of those pesky Pokemon that are bugging you, or you can still attack the active with it. It's just one of their Pokemon, not one of their benched. So you can attack anywhere. We also play one copy of Manaphy, because of course we do. And we play one copy of Crobat V to give us a little extra draw. I found that I was running into an issue of not drawing what I need, or at least not drawing fast enough through my deck. So I threw in one copy of Crobat V, and it seems to have helped. And those are the Pokemon here. So really quick, just want to cover energy. 8 Psychic, 4 Horror Energy. Horror Energy is a special energy that provides Psychic Energy, and when the Pokemon is attached to is damaged by an attack, even if it's knocked out, put 2 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. Really helpful to just deal a little bit extra damage when your Pokemon are getting hit. Trainers, we have, I was going to look up Memory Capsule. That's what it's called. This is a tool card that lets you use attacks of your previous evolutions. So if you attached it to Unown V-Star, you could still use the victory symbol attack on Unown V. That's why I had it in there originally. Just didn't really seem to work out too often. Next up, we've got 3 copies of Quick Ball. I went with 3 because we only have Manaphy and Crobat that aren't psychic, and we also play Fog Crystal. So getting our basic Pokemon isn't too difficult, and we only need 3 copies of Quick Ball, so I have found. Maybe we'll increase that later. 3 copies of Glimwood Tangle. It allows you to reflip your attack. So with that Unown V-Star attack, flipping 3 coins, you do have to flip either all of the coins or none of the coins, which does make it quite a risk, because let's say you attack and you only flip 1 heads, well, you could reflip all your coins and get 0 heads, or you could get more. I mean, the odds are in your favor to get more than just 1 heads, but it's still a risk. It's still playing the odds and not a guarantee. But it really helps with that. It really helps you deal a consistent amount of damage. To help with your coin flips, though, we also do play Blunder Policy. This is the one that I replaced the Memory Capsule with. If the Pokemon this card is attached to uses an attack, if you flip any coins for damage or effect of that attack, and if any of them are tails, draw 3 cards at the end of your turn. So with Blunder Policy, you attach it to an Unown V or Unown V-Star, and let's say you get 2 heads and a tails. Blunder Policy would kick in because you flipped at least 1 tails and let you draw 3 cards. So you could be dealing 140 damage, 280 damage with weakness, while drawing 3 cards. It's a pretty strong card, and it helps with the consistency issue that we were having. We play 4 copies of Fog Crystal, lets you search out a basic Psychic Energy or a basic Psychic Pokemon. It's able to get you most of your deck. We play 2 copies of Ordinary Rod. Honestly, we're mostly recovering energy. I occasionally recover Pokemon, like a Unown V-Star. If one gets knocked out and the other one's prized, I can recover it with Ordinary Rod. That's really it. We're really going for the energy here, because we need a lot of energy in this deck, and 12 feels a bit low, so Ordinary Rod helps us refill a little bit. 4 copies of Professor's Research. Best draw card in the game. Discard your hand, draw 7. Sometimes that's just what you gotta do. 2 copies of Evolution Incense. We only play 2 Evolution Pokemon in this list, so 2 copies of Evolution Incense gives us double the amount of chance to be able to get those Pokemon. They really do come up quite often, though. We got 4 copies of Crushing Hammer. Anything we can do to slow down our opponent is a good thing. So Crushing Hammer comes in to hopefully save us in tight situations. 3 copies of Marnie, because Marnie is fantastic, and only 3 copies because we've got other draw in the deck with Crobat and Blunder Policy, so we don't have to only rely on Marnie, so we cut it down to 3. We got 4 copies of Choice Belt because dealing an extra 30 damage to Pokemon V is still a really good thing, especially if we're able to get the Unown V-Star V Power ability off, which doesn't happen a lot, I'll be honest with you. But if we do, this 30 extra damage becomes 60 extra damage, and that difference can be quite big. 4 copies of Turbo Patch. This is another way to try to get energy out on the field. We're mostly playing basics. The only evolutions being Unown V-Star, so Turbo Patch, as long as we can hit heads, will let us grab a basic energy from the discard and attach it to one of our basic Pokemon. Cresselia, Articuno, Manaphy, Crobat even, or Unown V before we evolve it up. All those are good decisions. And Blunder Policy. Yeah, we talked about the entire deck here. Just want to be a little bit more clear on Unown V-Star. That Star Cipher V Power, you really have to be careful when using it. Remember, do not expect to get Star Cipher off too often. You're mostly going for Tri-Power, but when you can get Star Cipher, it really speeds up the game for you and puts you in a really good position. The issue is that this Unown V-Star has to survive. So you use that Star Power, and then this Unown V-Star can't get knocked down. If it does, you use your Star Power for nothing, and you have to keep this Unown V-Star alive. If it ever gets knocked down, the ability disappears, and you can't use another V-Star power, so you can't get that effect again, even if you get another Unown V-Star in play. So you gotta be able to use it and retreat it and keep it out of danger, and that's where Cresselia as an attacker and Galarian Articuno as an attacker really come in handy, and then even the second copy of Unown V-Star being an attacker as well, just throwing 1 energy on there. See, the key to this deck is all of our Pokemon are pretty low energy requirement. Cresselia only needs 2. Of course, it needs 5 in play. 2 are on the Cresselias, 3 are on, let's say, an Unown V, and then Galarian Articuno to help you accelerate some of that energy again. So this deck does prefer to go second, and that can lead into some troublesome areas, but it's still a lot of fun. So let's jump into a test match here and just get a feel for the deck. Like I said, I've already been playing it for a little while, but I always feel comfortable jumping into a test deck situation in order to get this working. This is like the longest it's taken to load. There we go. It usually loads way faster than that for a test deck situation. Flipping a coin. Heads. The AI will choose. The AI, I believe, always chooses to go first, but we'll see what happens. Yep, they will go first, so falling into the Cresselia trap. We got 2 Cresselias. We've got an Unown V-Star. We do have a Crobat as well. I'm not too excited about the Crobat personally, but it's not bad. Oh, they get a mulligan. It looks like we're playing against Blissey. Oh, I hate Blissey. Blissey's so good at everything that it does. And if you're not careful, it gets away from you. Dunsparce in the active, meaning we can't touch it. Not that we were going to touch it in the beginning anyways. Path to the Peak comes down, shutting off our Crobat V. So there goes our extra draw. Quick Ball comes down, so we can Quick Ball away an energy. And we've got a Turbo Patch in hand. We're going to grab Unown V. Let's Turbo Patch. Heads, 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 heads! Yes! I'm going to throw that onto the active. We've got Choice Belt. Oof. Where do I put this energy? I think onto the active. I think they've got too much going on here for Cresselia to really go down next turn. Choice Belt and Cresselia will use its Crescent Glow. The benefit of this attack also is that it does thin the deck a little bit. We just took 3 energy out of the deck onto the field. So from now on, we're less likely to draw into energy, although I think we still have 6 energy in deck, as long as none are prized. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 is prized. So special energy, as long as special energy isn't prized. Because it said we had 2 basic energy left in our deck. Ooh, doing a rollout, getting some damage here. And 110? Wow. So here, we will evolve the Unown V-STAR. I can play down the Horror Energy on Cresselia, and I will go ahead and attack. So they do get Lucky Energy off, they draw a card, but we do get a prize in return. Fog Crystal, not bad. We can get another basic Psychic Energy, add it to this Cresselia, and we could even then retreat this Cresselia that's in the active into Unown V-STAR and use that Star Cipher attack. And then we'll just have an easy time KOing everything, hopefully. So we will retreat, bring up the Unown V-STAR, Fog Crystal for a basic Psychic Energy. We'll actually attach that to the one with the Choice Band. I mean, it's already got a Choice Band, it's ready to go. And Star Cipher. So looking at their field, they don't have much going on. We don't really have to worry about a retaliation attack knocking out Unown V-STAR. So it was a safe time to use Star Cipher. Against an actual opponent, I don't think they would be relying on rollout nearly as much. Now, the thing is, Dunsparce does remove... Oh, we'll try it. We're going to knock out this thing anyways. Heads. Beautiful. We will get rid of the Lucky Energy. Dunsparce does remove weakness anyways, so... Watcha! It's not going to really matter right now, but it will in a second. Once Blissies are in the active, they are now weak to Psychic, so we should be able to one-hit them. Ooh, another energy, so we'll be able to get this Cresselia up and going. And I don't think they can knock out the Cresselia this turn. It's got 90 HP left. Oh, they couldn't even attach an energy. Look at that. We will play that down. We will play down this energy. Blunder Policy, sure. And we'll hit it. That should be doing... Oh, Path to the Peak shutting off our ability on Unown V-STAR. That's fine. We just need to draw into our Glimwood Tangle to get rid of that. Well, we didn't get Glimwood Tangle, sadly. So we'll just KO it with another Photon Laser. Get 2 prize cards. Maybe one of these will be Glimwood Tangle. Nope, a Quick Ball and a Crushing Hammer. Still not bad. Oh, there we go. There's that Cape of Toughness. I was wondering why it said 300 HP. A Marnie. Oof. Do we play it? I think so. But do we want anything first? Not that I can see. And we get no Glimwood Tangle. Dang. That's too bad. Fog Crystal. We can grab yet another basic energy here. Unown V. And we will just attack. It's a little sad we didn't get to take advantage of the Star Cipher that we activated, but our opponent is just drawing very poorly anyways. So they finally get a powerful colorless energy down. That powerful colorless energy will let them do, what is that, 30, 40, 60 damage? Oof, and Lucky Ice Pop is going to heal probably way more health than anyone would expect. Oh, nope, they just used it once and are moving on. Another Cresselia that we just don't need. We can just keep on photon lasering until they're gone. Even if they do knock out this Cresselia, we got another one ready to go. That's how simple this is. Now, against an opponent that is drawing better and playing better, no offense to the AI, but come on, we would be a little bit more frantic right now, worrying about everything. This path to the peak really did hurt us in the beginning, but that was mostly because we had a Crobat and no supporter. Oof. Alright. So this Blissey has exactly 150 HP, and we are going to hit for exactly 150 unless we get a Glimwood Tangle. We do not. So there's exactly 150. So as we could see, it doesn't matter what our opponent did during this test match, our deck performed exactly how we wanted to. We were even able to use the Star Cipher in a safe, controlled way. And that is the deck. This is Unown Jank. Really, I just wanted to mess with the Unown VSTAR V Power. And it's a lot of fun, but I found Tri-Power to actually be where the fun is. Relying on those flips. I know a lot of people don't like flips, but sometimes you just gotta let the coins decide who's gonna win. And it can be a lot of fun playing it. There was a game a little while ago. I wish I recorded it, but was up against Lugia V-Star, and it just did so well. I got a couple 3-head attacks, which does not happen very much, but I think my luck is balancing out recently. So hopefully we'll have some good matches going forward. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy a look at Unown Jank, and maybe you'll play, or maybe you'll have some suggestions on what I can change to make it even better. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, all that stuff. It really helps me out. And until next time, keep playing Jank.